Good day, guys. T90 here. So today, let's talk about the new August adjustment. Okay, so DBringer Streams just uploaded this video about the new buff on August. So if you wanna watch his video, I'll be using his video mainly in this video. So yeah, but if you wanna watch his video and listen to everything he says, go ahead, watch it. But for me right now, I'm just gonna do some analysis, my reaction onto it. I do think that the adjustment they did right now, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a very good thing. So if you want to watch his video and listen it for yourself, since it is his original video, so I don't plan to steal anything, so I won't take any of the audios. But I will be explaining the skills though that they have changed, and it will be great. That what I've seen after all. So let's start out on his passive, shall we? So Namanga's energy gain per attack will be 20 now instead of 10, and extra Manga's energy gain with critical will be 10 to 20. So right now, I'm not disappointed actually. I'm very not disappointed with that. Certainly something new, certainly something different, and certainly something I'm gonna be okay with, because like seriously, the first adjustment just bad, you know? Some people say it's good if you build in pure critical. I don't have access to advanced server and all. But from watching videos from most YouTubers out there, other YouTubers, I just don't think that was a good adjustment. Right now, it's looking promising. The adjustment is looking promising, okay? So for his second skill, they removed the attacking cursed targets guns 200% Manga's energy. I'm fine with that because they added a new effect. Hitting an enemy grants 100 Manga's energy. Excess Manga's energy will be kept for the next basic attack. So practically, you can use your Warmonger 2 times in a row. That's fantastic. If you have your Warmonger already ready up to be attacked, then you hit somebody with your second skill again. That excess Manga's energy you gain will be brought over to the next basic attack, so you could practically use your Warmonger 2 times in a row. I'm certainly happy with this one, since you can finally do hit and run tactics again as the way it is supposed to be. It is certainly good. It is certainly better, that's for sure. It is certainly more better than the old one, since on the old one you can activate your passive 2 times in a row. Even with Inspire, even with enough damage, you cannot. Unless you are on your ult, then you can. There's a chance you can. But here, you have a chance to actually do it. If you just time your skills right, time your passive right, you can do it. So that's certainly fantastic. That's certainly good. So up to his ult, his skill 3. So he brought down the phase 1 version, the transformation version, into 4 seconds. I'm not sad about this one. They can bring it down to how many seconds they want, as long as not more than 3. So 4 is perfect. 4 is absolutely perfect. Then after that, they brought the death immunity back to its old version, his current version. It is back to 4 seconds now. In total, his ult can last up to 8 seconds still, but the difference is this next part, right after the movement speed buff. But yeah, let's continue what I'm talking about. So right now, you can finally go back. You can still play August the same way. You will have to change at some parts of your gameplay on playing August, but you can still certainly use him the same way, since it didn't change the other parts of the skills except those parts of, especially the Manga's energy removal, Manga's energy regen. They removed that, so that's the only part where you have to actually comp with, and some of the old adjustment you also have to adjust to that itself. Overall, it's still looking good for the current update. So up next, let's talk about That's his adjustment onto his movement speed buff. So from 80% they made it to 40%. Do note that 40% is still a very good buff, even though it is still a buff nonetheless, cause August doesn't have that buff from back then with his ult, so that's still very good. If they made it to 80%, Bro can chase down even zero, literal. So the movement speed bonus duration tends to 1 second. Like I said, it is still a good thing. Even though they nerf it a little bit, they adjusted it a little bit, it is still a good thing because unlike before, like I said, he never gains movement speed buff on his ult, only on his second. So this is a good thing. This is still a good positive thing at the moment. So let's talk about his final thing. The final thing they changed is his ult cooldown. Yes, the one thing I've hated on the past video I made, I hated his CD reduction for his ult. So they finally fixed that. Okay, hear me out. It is longer, yes. From 46 to 38, they made it into 55 to 45 seconds. Yes, it's long. It's long, but hear me out. Hear the game out for now, okay? So the new effect, if Death Immunity, his second phase, is not triggered during his transformation, the cooldown will be reduced by 50% when this skill ends. This is very good since it makes August still RNG based, but it makes him more unpredictable to the enemies, you know? Like, he becomes more unpredictable than he is supposed to be. So at the moment he is predictable, but now he is unpredictable because back then his ult is still, you know, they didn't change it, you know, they just still made it the same way. But now they made it that it reduces 50% cooldown, which is very good. You can just add a freaking time there. Make sure you don't use your ult. And wanga. Awa. You have a August that has an ult for 15 seconds only. That is certainly amazing to see. That's a certainly good buff out there because August becomes a even more scarier target. You never know now when his ult is ready, when his ult is on cooldown. You won't know until it's too late in this new current adjustment they made. So it's certainly good, certainly fantastic they made it like this. So before we end this video, I'm going to recap then. So the only debuff that they've actually made it right now is the cooldown of his ult and his Magnus energy regen. The cooldown of his ult, it's longer to 55 seconds. It's like a minute, but do note that this can be toned down to 25 or lesser if you have written time seconds. If you have written time, if you don't, it'll just get half. You know, if you don't activate your ult. That part is on the RNG base. Like I said, I never truly enjoyed being RNG based, but it is certainly something unpredictable to the enemies. So I'll accept it with that. This is certainly a buff, unlike the last adjustment they made. The first adjustment they made, that wasn't even a buff. That is 100% a nerf to me. Like, Magnus energy removal being RNG based, like I said, I've never liked it, so I counted that as a debuff. Here is still a RNG base, but they toned it down a little bit, so I'm okay with this one. Movement speed, they toned it down to 40%, which is good. Making it 80% is not too OP. His second skill, it is absolutely OP now, especially he can gain like that double hit on his passive skill now. I'm not sure if it can stack up to 3 times. If it can, I wanna see if it can stack up to 3 times. If it can, oh my, that would be amazing then. Like, imagine stacking that thing over and over again, then just set it all out. But at the moment, I think it is only 2 at the moment, so yeah. But if I do get to find out, I will obviously update you guys. Besides anything else, they made his Magnus energy regen on attacking organic targets better. that certainly is better back. So the first one, he is a little more sluggish. I've certainly seen that in the videos. He is more sluggish than he's supposed to be with his passive regen, his warmonger regen. So that will be all for me today, guys, and thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.